My beloved child, there is something I want you to understand today that has the power to change the way you see every challenge you are facing. You have spent so much time asking me to remove every obstacle from your path that you have almost forgotten to notice how many obstacles I have already carried you through. If you pause for a moment and look back over your life, you will discover countless moments when you should have fallen apart, yet somehow you found the strength to keep going. That strength did not come from your own ability alone. It came from my hand sustaining you every step of the way. Even when your faith felt small, my faithfulness remained immeasurable. Even when you questioned whether I was still listening, I was already arranging tomorrow while you were still worrying about today. There are many things that happen beyond what human eyes can see. While you sleep, I continue working. While you wait, I continue preparing. While you wonder if anything is changing, heaven never stops moving on behalf of those who trust in me. I know there are moments when you compare your journey to the lives of others. You see their blessings, their opportunities, and their victories, and you quietly wonder why your own story seems to be unfolding more slowly. But my child, comparison has stolen joy from many hearts. I did not create you to live someone else's story. I created you with a purpose that is uniquely yours. The timing of your life has been designed with wisdom that reaches far beyond your understanding. Just because another person's harvest has arrived does not mean yours has been forgotten. Every seed grows according to the season I have appointed for it. If you remain faithful, your season will also come, and when it does, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. There are blessings that require patience because they carry responsibilities greater than you can presently see. I refuse to give you something before your heart is ready to steward it well. That is not rejection, it is love. I care more about your future than your temporary comfort. I am preparing you for blessings that will not only transform your life, but also become a testimony that encourages countless others to trust me. Do not think your present struggles have no purpose. Every trial has been teaching you something that comfort could never teach. Through disappointment, you have learned perseverance. Through loneliness, you have discovered that my presence is enough. Through uncertainty, you have learned to depend upon my guidance instead of your own understanding. Those lessons are becoming treasures that no one can take away from you. They are shaping your character into someone who reflects my love, my patience, and my peace. There will come a day when someone who is walking through the very pain you once endured will hear your story and find hope, because they will see how faithfully I carried you through. That is why I never waste your pain. I redeem it. I transform it. I use it for purposes far greater than you can imagine today. I also want you to release the burden of trying to control everything. You were never created to carry the weight of the entire future on your shoulders. That burden belongs to me. When you constantly worry about what might happen tomorrow, you miss the grace I am providing for today. Trust me with each new sunrise. Trust me with every unanswered question. Trust me when the path seems unclear. My guidance is not limited by what you understand. There are times when I lead you one step at a time because if I revealed the entire journey, you might become overwhelmed. Faith grows strongest when it learns to trust, my voice more than visible evidence. Continue taking the next faithful step, even if it feels small. Small steps taken in obedience eventually become extraordinary journeys. Never underestimate what I can accomplish through a heart that simply refuses to give up. I know the dreams you keep hidden from others because you are afraid they may never come true. I know the silent desires you have never spoken aloud because disappointment has made you cautious. Bring those dreams back to me. Do not bury them beneath fear. If a dream truly comes from me, I am fully able to bring it to fulfillment in the right season. But I also ask you to trust that if I close a door, it is because I have something better waiting ahead. My plans are never designed to diminish your life. They are designed to protect your purpose. Sometimes the greatest expression of my love is not giving you what you asked for, but leading you towards something you never knew to ask for. One day you will look back with gratitude for prayers that seemed unanswered, because you will finally understand they were answered in ways far wiser than you expected. Until then, keep your heart anchored in hope. Refuse to let discouragement become your daily companion. Fill your mind with my promises instead of your fears. Speak words of life instead of defeat. Begin every morning believing that I am able to accomplish more than you can imagine. Walk with humility, love others generously, forgive quickly, and remain faithful in the responsibilities I have already placed before you. The little things matter to me because they reveal the condition of your heart. Faithfulness in small moments prepares you for greater opportunities. As you continue this journey, remember that you never walk alone. I am the shepherd who guides you, the father who loves you, the defender who protects you, and the friend who remains closer than any earthly companion. Nothing you face today surprises me, and nothing you will face tomorrow is beyond my power. Therefore, lift your head with confidence, quiet your anxious thoughts, and place your trust completely in my hands. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I have not changed my mind about the purpose I placed within you. The story I am writing is still unfolding, and the pages ahead are filled with hope, restoration, unexpected blessings, and reminders of my unfailing love. Hold on to my promises, continue walking by faith, and believe with all your heart that the one who began a good work in you is faithful to complete it at the perfect time. My beloved child, there is another truth I want to place deep within your heart today. Never mistake what is hidden for what is absent. Just because you cannot see my hand moving does not mean I have stopped working. Some of my greatest miracles begin in places that remain invisible until the appointed time. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil long before anyone witnesses the first sign of life, I have been nurturing your future in ways that your natural eyes cannot yet perceive. While you have been wondering whether your prayers have reached me, I have been preparing answers with wisdom that extends beyond anything you could have imagined. Every delay has carried purpose. Every unanswered question has been shaping your faith. Every challenge has been strengthening your character so that when the doors I have prepared finally open, you will have both the humility to receive the blessing and the wisdom to steward it well. I know there were moments when you questioned your value because people overlooked your efforts or failed to appreciate the kindness you offered. You poured yourself into relationships that were not always returned with the same love. You remained faithful even when no one applauded your obedience. Yet nothing you have done in love has escaped my notice. I see every sacrifice, every silent prayer, every act of forgiveness, and every decision to choose faith over fear. The world often celebrates what is loud and visible, but I delight in hearts that remain faithful even when no one else is watching. Continue to serve with sincerity, because true greatness in my kingdom begins with humility. Do not become discouraged when recognition seems delayed. The reward I prepare cannot be measured by human applause. It is lasting, eternal, and filled with peace that no earthly success can ever provide. My child, I also know that fear has attempted to convince you that your best days are behind you. It has whispered that opportunities have passed, that time has been lost, and that your dreams have become impossible. But fear is not your guide. I am. I am the one who restores what appears broken. I am the one who opens doors no person can shut. I am the one who creates new beginnings where others only expect endings. Never believe that your age, your past, your circumstances, or your mistakes have disqualified you from the future I have prepared. My calling has never depended on human perfection. It has always depended on willing hearts that trust me enough to keep moving forward. Remember the people throughout Scripture whom I called after seasons of waiting, weakness, or failure. Their stories remind you that I specialize in using ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary purposes. I have not changed. The same power that guided them continues to guide you today. Therefore, stop allowing regret to occupy the place where hope belongs. Release every burden of yesterday into my hands. I have already forgiven what you continue to condemn yourself for. Walk in the freedom that my grace provides. Let go of every label that does not come from me. You are not defined by rejection. You are not defined by disappointment. You are not defined by failure. You are defined by my love, my mercy, and my purpose for your life. Every morning is another opportunity to begin again under the covering of my grace. I also want you to guard your heart carefully. The voices you listen to will shape the direction of your thoughts. Fill your mind with my truth instead of constant fear. Feed your spirit with hope instead of endless negativity. Spend time in prayer, not because I need your words, but because your heart needs my presence. The more time you spend with me, the more clearly you will recognize my guidance. My peace will begin to replace confusion. My wisdom will silence anxiety. My joy will become your strength even before your circumstances change. That is the miracle many people overlook. The transformation that begins within before it is revealed around them. I am working first in your heart because lasting victory always begins on the inside. Soon you will notice that situations which once stole your peace no longer control your emotions. The fears that once kept you awake at night will lose their power over your mind. The obstacles that once appeared impossible will become opportunities to witness my faithfulness. Continue walking one step at a time. Do not rush ahead trying to force doors open through your own strength. Trust my timing. What I provide through my wisdom will always be better than anything achieved through impatience. Keep praying with expectation. Keep reading my word with an open heart. Keep treating others with kindness, even when they fail to understand you. Continue forgiving quickly and loving generously, because these are the marks of a heart that reflects my character. One day you will look back on this season and realize that what felt like waiting was actually preparation for blessings greater than anything you dared to imagine. The tears you cried will become part of your testimony. The struggles you endured will become evidence of my sustaining grace. The prayers you offered in secret will produce public reminders of my faithfulness. Others will ask how you found peace in difficult seasons, and you will be able to tell them that it was my presence that carried you when your own strength was gone. Never underestimate the influence of your testimony. Someone else's hope will be restored because they witness what I have done in your life. As you continue forward, expect my goodness. Wake each morning believing that I am already at work before you take your first step. Speak words of faith instead of defeat. Thank me for blessings before you see them, because gratitude opens your heart to recognize my hand in every season. Refuse to let discouragement become permanent. It is only a visitor. It does not belong in the home of your heart. Replace it with confidence in my promises, because I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. I have never failed those who trust me, and I will not begin with you. Continue walking boldly into each new day, knowing that I am preparing opportunities you have not yet imagined, strengthening you in ways you cannot yet measure, and leading you toward a future filled with purpose, peace, and hope. The journey is not over, my beloved child. In many ways, it is only just beginning, and the chapters ahead will reveal more clearly than ever that my plans for you have always been filled with goodness, mercy, and unfailing love. My beloved child, before you leave this moment, I want you to carry one final truth with you. Your future is not determined by the storms you have survived, but by the promises I have spoken over your life. The world may judge your tomorrow by your yesterday, but I do not. I see the person you are becoming, not merely the person you have been. I know every lesson you have learned, every prayer that has shaped your heart, and every act of faith that has drawn you closer to me. Nothing has been wasted. Every tear has watered the ground for future joy. Every disappointment has strengthened your spirit. Every delay has prepared you for blessings that require maturity, wisdom, and unwavering trust. There are days ahead when you will suddenly realize that what once seemed impossible has quietly become reality. The prayers you almost stopped praying will be answered in ways greater than you imagined. The peace you searched for will begin to settle deeply within your heart. The strength you thought you had lost will return with fresh purpose. The doors that remained closed for so long will open at exactly the right moment, and when they do, you will recognize that my timing was never late. It was perfectly designed for your good. Therefore, refuse to allow impatience to steal the joy of today's journey. Learn to celebrate the small victories, because each one is evidence of my faithful presence. Every sunrise is another reminder that my mercy has been renewed. Every breath you take is another opportunity to trust me again. Every new day carries fresh grace for whatever lies ahead. You do not have to face tomorrow's challenges with today's worries, because I will provide tomorrow's strength when tomorrow arrives. Live one faithful step at a time. Continue placing your confidence in me rather than in changing circumstances. My promises remain secure, even when the world feels uncertain. I also want you to become someone who reflects my heart to everyone you encounter. There are people around you who are searching for hope without even realizing it. Some carry burdens they never speak about. Others smile while hiding deep wounds. Let your kindness become a reminder that my love is still reaching broken hearts. Offer forgiveness where others expect anger. Speak encouragement where others spread discouragement. Choose compassion where others choose judgment. Your life is meant to reveal my goodness long before your words ever do. Never underestimate how one simple act of love can become the beginning of another person's healing. I have placed you in your family, your workplace, your community, and your friendships with intentional purpose. You are not there by accident. You are there because I desire to work through you. Continue walking with humility, because humility allows my strength to shine through your weakness. Continue walking with gratitude, because thankful hearts recognize blessings that complaining hearts overlook. Continue walking with integrity, because character built in private will always support success revealed in public. Remember that the greatest victories are not always the ones celebrated by the world. Sometimes the greatest victory is choosing faith instead of fear, peace instead of anxiety, forgiveness instead of bitterness, and obedience instead of convenience. These quiet victories transform your heart and prepare you for everything I have planned. My child, there will be moments when unexpected opportunities appear before you. Do not let fear convince you that you are unworthy of them. If I open the door, you do not need to question whether you belong there. Walk through it with confidence, knowing that my grace will equip you for every responsibility I place before you. I never call someone without also providing the strength they need to fulfill their purpose. Trust that I will continue guiding your steps just as I have done throughout every previous season. Whenever uncertainty tries to return, remember how many times I have already carried you through situations you once believed were impossible. If I remained faithful then, I will remain faithful now. I do not change with circumstances. My love is constant, my wisdom is perfect, and my power knows no limits. Keep seeking me every day, not only when you need answers, but because you desire my presence above everything else. A heart that stays close to me will never lack direction for long. Even when the path seems unclear, I will gently guide you one step at a time. Trust my whispers more than the world's noise. Trust my promises more than your fears. Trust my peace more than your doubts. As you continue forward, expect to notice my fingerprints throughout your life. You will discover unexpected moments of favor, timely encouragement, meaningful conversations, and quiet reminders that I am walking beside you. Some blessings will arrive in ways you never anticipated, proving once again that my imagination is greater than yours. Do not limit what I can accomplish simply because you cannot yet see the entire picture. I specialize in making a way where there appears to be no way. Hold tightly to hope, because hope rooted in me will never disappoint. Before you finish this message, pause and thank me not only for what I have already done, but also for what I am still preparing beyond your sight. Gratitude is a declaration of faith that believes my goodness before the miracle becomes visible. Keep praying with expectation. Keep believing with confidence. Keep loving without condition. Keep serving with joy. Keep trusting even when the road requires patience. One day your testimony will remind others that waiting with faith is never wasted. They will see my faithfulness reflected in your life and discover hope for their own journey. And now, my beloved child, receive this blessing with an open heart. May my peace guard your mind when worries arise. May my wisdom guide every decision you make. May my strength sustain you when your own strength feels weak. May my favor surround you wherever you go. May your home be filled with love, your relationships strengthened by grace, your work established with purpose, and your heart anchored in unshakable hope. May you wake each morning expecting my goodness and end each day resting in my faithfulness. Remember always that you are deeply loved, completely known, and never abandoned. I have called you by name, and I will remain with you through every season of your life. Walk boldly into the future with confidence, because the one who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. Let your heart rest in my promises, your spirit remain steadfast in faith, and your eyes stay fixed on the hope that never fades. The greatest chapters of your story are still ahead, and I will be with you through every page until the day you see the fullness of everything I have lovingly prepared for you. In the name of Jesus Christ, may grace, peace, wisdom, strength, and abundant joy overflow in your life today and always. Amen.